Hi you guys, and welcome back to VideoTalk, and welcome back to my house, and welcome back to my video shelves. Today we'll be talking about hammer. It's hammer time, baby. Here you see my latest hammer haul. Part of this came from Hammer directly and part of it came from Amazon. And I have been meaning to unbox this for a long time, but I kinda lost the momentum on that. So now instead of just unboxing this, I want to show you my hammer collection from my shelves. So before we go into these babies, I will go to the shelves and find me some hammer films. Okay, let's go look for some hammer, baby. Hammer time, baby. First, let's go here. Here we have a couple of hammers. Yes, they are right next to each other. I have a couple of pieces of Captain Kronos, the Vampire Hunter, yeah. And another one with the different covers, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. And also I have Frankenstein ja Vampyrin kosto. This means Frankenstein and the Revenge of the Vampire, but actually this is Frankenstein and against the monster of Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, so I don't think this film even has a vampire in it, so okay, that's a false advertisement right there. Next we move here, so this is the 4K shelf. Oh yeah, I fucking love these are fantastic. But here I have a couple of Hammer films. No, not Ray Harryhausen films, no, but I'm talking about Creatures That World Forgot. Yes, this is a Hammer production, yeah. I think there's no more in this side of the apartment, so let's go to the other side. The other side, baby, yeah. Okay, so here I have some Eurekas here, okay. Maybe I do have an Eureka, one Eureka including some Hammer films. It was a little bit weirder Hammer. Okay, it's none of these. So of course my shelf, I have it in 2 rows, obviously. Ghost of Mars, White Folk. Here it is. So now it was a powerhouse, but this is not a limited edition. This is Stranglers of Bombay. And obviously here I have some more Hammer. Kronos, Captain Kronos. I have unboxed this previously, but since this is a Hammer collection video, we'll take it with us. Yeah. Okay, then let's try to find some Hammer films from Warner Bros. Shelf. And this is the Blu-ray shelf of Warner Bros. Dirty Harry, goddammit. Police Academy, goddammit. Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider, and hey, this is the Pale Rider. That was the Outlaw Josie Wales, classic stuff. And also Chernobyl, which was a viewer donation from my Finnish channel. God damn, those viewers, they are awesome bunch. And as you can see, this is in 2 rows, of course. And here, what I'm looking at is Warner Archive collection. As you can see, it's a Cleopatra Jones and not a Hammer movie, but I think my Hammer, which I'm thinking about, it is part of the Warner Bros. Archive collection. Black Belt John, great blaxploitation films, but these are not the films we're looking for. No, nor are the Mad Maxes or Batmans, no, nor the Conan the Barbarian. I should get rid of this crappy old Blu-ray. But hey, it is in the wrong place, but this is what was I looking for. When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth. Oh yes, this is a Hammer Productions for sure. That's that. And hey, I think I have a couple of Hammers in this VHS shelf. Okay. Zombies, Yön paholaiset, or should I say One Dark Night. And hey, check it out, it's David Cronenberg's Fast Company. Oh shit, that's a film that I have not seen from David Cronenberg's, but yeah, can you believe it? This is a I think this is a Russian Western film or some Eastern Bloc Western film, and one of my favorites, Raw Force. That's a great picture. Absolutely fantastic. But hey, here I got one hammer. Vampire Circus, Vampyrit iskevät. Now, this is a film that I think it is a little bit more, no, maybe a little bit more different Hammer film about vampires. Like it says, it's a circus of vampires. Yeah, was there something else? I think I do have something else. Let's see and go check out from the below. Okay, couple of Jackie Chans. Okay, what is it? Young Master, god damn it, and Lohikäärme taistelee. Was it a Battle Creek Brawl? I think this is a Battle Creek Brawl. But here, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Yes, yes. Here we have a couple of more. Draculan Himo. Actually, now I'm not even sure which movie this was. It doesn't say in the back cover. Okay, I don't know. I will put the name in the picture later. But this is Twins of Evil. Actually, I'm not entirely sure have I even ever watched this. And I do believe I have one kind of like a single Hammer film here. Maybe it was, if I'm not mistaken, it could be here. Or then again, check this out. 88 films, The Sorceress, and my favorite, Witch Final General. Okay, that's an awesome film. Hey, yes, I think we have a winner. Yes, Dracula. The original Dracula. And I wish they would put out the 4K. So let's check out Kino Lorber shelf. Here's my Kino Cult collection. I don't think Kino Cult has any of the hammers, but hey, Combat Shock is a great film, but it's not a hammer. And there's a 4K shelf, but I don't think Kino Lorber has put out any hammer on 4K, but they are doing the Scars of Dracula, which is very cool. And here, yeah, I think this is my only hammer from Kino Lorber's catalog. 1 million years BC. Then let's see the DVD shelf, if I have some hammers over there. I think I have gotten rid of many of the DVD titles already, but there can be still a few, especially from the Warner Bros. Line. Hey, here we go. Hey. Here is one. Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, the Shaw Brothers production. Okay, great. And then I think I have still some more. Okay, if I can find these. Okay, lots of cool movies there too. For example, Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Weapon. These are German Blu-rays. Or Warrior and the Ninja. Yes, I do have the Barry Prima box, Warrior box from Mondo Macabre. But Born to Win, Bahnhof's Kino. And Crackdown Mission, starring Pierre Gerby. That's a badass. That's a badass guy. But hey, let's not get carried away about Pierre Kirby. No. Hey. Frankenstein in Kosto. And this is the Revenge of Frankenstein. I do believe it's the second Frankenstein. And also Muumionhaudan Kiros, which reminds me, goddammit, I didn't even notice that before. But now let's go get one of the most expensive tapes I have ever bought. Or maybe it is the most expensive tape I have ever bought. And I didn't even remember it. But it is. It is here. It is here. It's not Death Wish 2. No, it is not. It's not Enter the Ninja. No, it is not. It's not Midnight Express. No, it is not. It's not even the Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man. It is... yeah. It is Muumionhaudan Kiros. The highly rare R video tape with this snap casing. Yes, it still is intact. So this was one of the most expensive tapes I have ever bought. I can reveal at the end how much I paid for this. First, I want to talk you about this film called Shatter. This was a new film to me I have never even previously heard about this, and this was an action movie. This is not a horror movie, it's an action movie that Hammer made in collaboration with Shaw Brothers. It is starring Stuart Whitman and, hey, it is T. Lung also in this film, the Kung Fu master from Shaw Brothers. And this film tells a story about this hitman who goes to Hong Kong and collects his hitman prize, but they refuse to pay him, and all the hell breaks loose in Hong Kong. I think it was a very entertaining 70s action kung fu movie. I think some of the fights were very brutal, and the end fight increases the points for this film, at least by half stars. I think it was the funniest thing I have ever seen where the bad guy dies there. Yeah, you have to see it for yourselves. I can highly recommend this film. Der dödliche Schatten des Mr. Shatter. Un killer di nome Shatter. Yeah. But Shatter comes in Ultra HD, in Blu-ray, and also the extras are in their own. And of course Shatter comes also with the booklet. Shatter Dossier, which I have not read, but I am sure that this includes very interesting information about the collaboration between Hammer and Shaw Bros. Couple of unique film studios from the 70s. So yeah, I will give Shatter 3.5 stars. That was great. And then another great classic, Four-Sided Triangle, which I have never even heard about this. And this was from the time that Hammer wasn't a Hammer still. So it was from 52, 53 or something like that, even before the Quatermass. And this is a tale about these two guys who invent this machine that can duplicate things. It can also duplicate animals and also hot chicks like this Barbara Payton here. So Barbara Payton is I don't know, high school sweetheart. She comes back from the world to this small town where these two guys live. And then other guy falls in love with the girl, and girl falls in love with him. And then the one guy who got left out decides to make a copy of the lady. And the lady agrees, which was kind of surprising. And thus begins the four-sided triangle. And I was expecting like a horror movie or like a, I don't know what was I expecting, but this was a thought-provoking, very, very thought-provoking and exciting science fiction movie. I like this surprisingly a lot. I would rate this film 4 stars, and I can definitely recommend this for everybody who is at all fan of 1950s science fiction movie. I think this is definitely like its own brand of science fiction film. Nowadays you would expect that this would be like a body horror film, but this is not at all like a body horror. That was refreshing. Here we have some poster and some like a promotional material. Great extra. Great extras included there. And of course this includes the Hammer Sci-Fi Files booklet. This looks very interesting. I really do like how they, make these booklets. Very well printed. And then I want to continue with these 2 sibling movies. Draculan Himo, A Lust of Dracula or something, don't know the English name as of recording of this. And Twins of Evil, Pirun kaksoset. Karnstein Vampire Trilogy film or something. I don't know if it's a trilogy. And I don't know if these 2 are related movies. I do know that I have someday watched these like a couple of millions of years ago, but I don't remember anything about either of these. But I do like the artwork there, and I do like the uniform style of this packaging from Barium Video and MTV, which was the 3rd television channel in Finland. Vampyyrit iskevät, Vampire Circus. Now this I have recollection of. It's about circus run by vampires, and yes, one thing I can remember, somebody's head got chopped off, and also there was this, I don't know, leopard lady or something. I think a little bit more inventive Hammer film about vampires. And mind you that these things are, I think this is probably the first time these have released in Finland, because there was such a tight movie censorship back in the 60s and 70s and the 50s that basically all Hammer films were banned in Finland. But when the video came out, they started to import these, and this Vampyrit Iskevät is one of these early titles. Yeah. And then moving to the Cavemans, when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Yes, I have the Warner Archive collection and Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth, the Dutch videotape. And what is great about this, that this includes the Caveman language. So it is in Netherlands language, the Dutch language, but I have translated in Finland what these words mean, because in this film they talk about this Caveman language, and you have to, you know, memorize these words so you can understand what they're saying. Like, Akita, Ksor, look, there's a dinosaur. I could do this the whole day, but I won't waste your time. But hey, it's a Warner Bros. Release. This got never released in Finland. Maybe in the cinemas, because the movie censorship didn't censor these kind of fantastic pictures. But the cover artwork, I think this is fucking awesome. This is like a kick-ass cover. That's for sure. But it's a Warner Archive, so not too much extras or anything. But if you need to know the Caveman language, you're shit out of luck, because this doesn't describe it. But my Rarity VHS has the vocabulary. Yes. And hey, moving on to the another Hammer Caveman movie, Creatures That the World Forgot, 1971's Hammer movie, and has a great booklet by Powerhouse Indicator series about the Don Chaffee and the great looking gorgeous ladies that appear in these movies. The film itself, I think it was a great, like a family friendly, of course you get the nude pictures when it's family friendly Caveman movie, and a film that I hadn't previously seen before I watched it. I liked it a lot. Probably I would rate these Caveman movies 3.5 stars both, but neither of these can match the original, the appeal of the original, and of course, you know what I'm talking about. Of course, I'm talking about 1 million years BC, starring Raquel Welch and John Richardson. And this is a Kino Lorber release, international cut and US cut. Don't ask me what is the difference between these two cuts, because I don't remember. And I don't remember which one of these I watched, but this I do know, that Raquel Welch is a gorgeous looking woman. And this film has Ray Harryhausen's stop motion animations, and they are classic. It's a classic Caveman movie, and this was the Caveman movie that started this all. There were other Caveman movies as well, but I think these are maybe the most well known of these Caveman sagas. Yes. And then, going back to the more traditional Hammer films, this is their first Dracula movie, starring Christopher Lee and also Peter Cushing. And I think this UK DVD Blu-ray set, this was the first time that this film got released uncut. So I have watched this only once, so I don't remember exactly what happens in the movie, but yeah, I vividly remember seeing the movie back in the 1986 when the MTV, the church television channel, showed it on the Finnish television. It's a classic. And hopefully Hammer Films in UK will put this soon on 4K. Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. These I already showed you. I have the 2-star video releases. I think this is the far superior release. The cover is such a cool cover. Yeah, but here we have the VHS, and now I have the other variation of the covers, much more duller. And yeah, but both of these are basically the same stuff inside, like they say. But this is only the beginning, cause goddamn, this I already unboxed for you. It's a Hammer first release, and it was released in 2025 January. And holy shit, is it this the mother of all Mega Satans? Captain Kronos the Vampire Hunter on UK Special Edition Hammer 4K Ultra HD. I have unboxed this for you previously already, but this is such a good looking box, so I can show you it multiple times. This is the poster. And the film itself is kind of refreshing take on the vampires and vampire hunters. It's more like a adventure movie, more like a western movie even. So the Horst Jansson is playing the Captain Kronos in this movie, and he's hunting vampires and getting all these kind of great adventures. It's a little bit more humoristic and a bit more adventurous and a bit more action heavy, but I think it's alright. It's a classic film. I would rate Captain Kronos, definitely I would rate it at least 3.5 stars. And for this release, I would definitely rate this 5 out of freaking 5 stars. It has 5 discs for 4K and Blu-ray, different versions of the films, and 1 for the extras. And come on, the packaging is so cool. It's so freaking cool. And this is only the beginning, because then we have the goddamn booklets. We have 2 goddamn booklets inside there. The Kronos Chronicles and Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter, the classic horror classic, as a graphic novel already. But these comics, I think they were made in the 1970s, so it's a great inclusion for this already absolute massive Mega Satan. Yes. And then, moving on with the VHSs. Frankenstein ja Vampyrin Kosto. I already showed you this. It's kind of funny because there's no vampire in this film. It's Frankenstein, the monster from hell. Frankenstein and the monster from hell. So basically we have only the Frankenstein monster in here. And then this I didn't show you, but this is the Magnum video release. And this is kind of like a reissue of this, but with this crappier cover. This Magnum video took these covers from some sort of like a foreign books and implemented them as like a movie VHS covers. Yeah, but this has been so long time since I have last watched Frankenstein and the Vampyrin Kosto, Vampire's Revenge, so I cannot comment on this Monster of Hell. But this I can surely say that I think this is the first Frankenstein movie, Hammer Frankenstein movie at least, that got its release in Finland because of the movie censorship. Yeah. Let's stick with the Frankensteins. Yes, this is the sequel to Frankenstein, Curse of the Frankenstein. It's the Revenge of the Frankenstein, and these two is something that I have watched like a very long time, and this I know for sure that this is at least in its Egmont release, one of the first DVDs. Let's say within the first 2 years that got released in Finland. And this was a great release because Hammer, like I said, was a little bit unknown to the Finnish people. So I'm glad that they put this out on DVD. Hey, this was the 7 Golden Vampires that I was talking about. I also have as a DVD the Scars of Dracula, and also I have the Dracula AD 1972, but they are in my archive somewhere, so I don't remember where I put it, so you can enjoy this. Another Shaw production, like Shatter, they made this in collaboration with the Eastern Kung Fu masters, and kind of like a very weird hodgepodge of like different styles. Hammer movies, Gothic style, and also Shaw Brothers Kung Fu. Let's take now Quatermass Experiment. This is the first Quatermass Experiment film, and I learned so much about Quatermass when I was watching this film and watching the extra and also reading the booklet, which is still work in progress, but nonetheless, I didn't know that this was an original TV series in the BBC back in the day, and I learned a lot about this Nigel Keel, about his legacy to the UK television. This is missing the first Blu-ray disc because I loaned it to my pal Match. But hey, I think it's a very good science fiction movie, black and white, about this space guy who comes from the outer space, an astronaut, and starts to change into a monster that can assimilate people. And the final disc here includes the original BBC series, albeit that only first, I don't know, was it 5 or 6 episodes remained, that the rest of the episodes were not spared, because at that time the only way to capture the TV broadcast was to shoot them on film. Basically you film with a film camera the television screen. Oh, okay, here's I think this is the French poster, and the Creeping Unknown. Great title, by the way. And the USA version, it was actually cut. A cut version. They toned down a little bit the gruesome makeup effects and maybe some violence too. So here we have also the comic book booklet from the 70s, I do believe. That this I have not read. I think this is fantastic artwork and great inclusion to the awesome box. And hey, do we have another poster, or what is this? I have accidentally put this Quatermass 2 poster in this Quatermass 1 covers. So this is a great segue to move to the next Quatermass movie, which I have right freaking here. Yes, I do. Well, yes, I do. Quatermass 2. I think this is a superior film to the first one. It kind of expands the idea of Quatermass and makes it more like an invasion of body snatchers. And in this film, Quatermass is investigating the enemy from space. So he has designed this moon base, but suddenly he notices that, hey, these moon bases are already built on Earth, and they are, ruled by these body snatchers, and they are planning to invade the world. Yeah, nice, absolutely nice. Yes, and also here the Blu-ray is missing because I have loaned it to the Match, and he also agreed that these are great films. Lobby cards are here, and then, yes, like in its predecessor, there's a comic book, and there's the Quatermass Papers Volume 2, which I have not read. Yes, but hey, these are great value to your money. It's I think it's 70 euros or a little bit less. And okay, the package, they don't come any better than this. It is absolutely impossible. And I have one Quatermass for you, Quatermass and the Bit, but this is only the slipcover because that is also in loan for Match. So I can show you the disc, but I think this is the best Quatermass film. I would rate this 4 stars, and other 2 Quatermasses I would rate 3.5 stars. This is color movie, unlike the predecessors, and this is set in the tunnels of London, with some space aliens, mummified space aliens, and space ghosts. This is definitely one of the better British science fiction films ever made. Hey, and these two belong there. Hammer restoration of Quatermass. Yeah. This is another strange one, the Stranglers of Bombay. Now, it has been a while since I last watched this. It's an Indicator series from Powerhouse, number 082, and as I recall, this was quite a racist film by today's standards. There was these mean Indian people and righteous white folks fighting against them. Very interesting movie, and I think this is lesser known Hammer films of all time. And then, hey, the bomb. This is the bomb, man. Muumionhaudan Kiros, yes. And can you freaking believe this? I paid for this VHS 482 euros. Yes, you heard me correctly. This was, I think it was 3 or 4 years back. But yeah, this is the only time I have seen this for sale when I bought this. And so I started to do this auction thing, and then it got a little bit out of hand, but yeah, I'm the happy owner of this VHS, and I'm glad I have this, so I can make videos like this and present to you these great and rare releases. Ooh. And finally, one of the most anticipated releases from Hammer, The Curse of Frankenstein. This is the Mega Satan from Hammer, but I couldn't order this directly from Hammer because they have like this distribution deal with Warner Bros. Because Warner Bros. Released it in the United States. So they couldn't sold me this directly, so I had to go to Amazon UK and buy it from there. They delivered it in Finland. But hey, as a result, it got damaged from here and a little bit from here. So this was very poorly packaged in this kind of very thin cardboard soft box. So hey, Amazon, you need to learn that if this is a release this heavy as this, you cannot just fucking wrap it out like a very thin freaking cardboard bag. It needs to be packaged properly. But anyway, The Curse of Frankenstein. This is the film that actually made Hammer. It is starring Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee as the monster of Frankenstein. And the story is probably not something that needs to be explained. It's about this Dr. Frankenstein who is building a human being from the remains of other human being. And they wake it up with his apprentice, and the monster is mad and starts to kill people. I think it's very beautiful movie, shot in Technicolor, and it looks very gothic, very Victorian, and it's a classic to this date. I had never seen it again. I have seen it only once in the Finnish television in the summer of 86 or 87 or 88 when they showed these Hammer films. But I could still clearly remember the scene where the monster falls into the pool of acid. It was horrifying back then. But I don't think these are like very scary movies by today's standards or like a very graphic movies. But this is the most complete version of Frankenstein, The Curse of Frankenstein ever compiled. But this is still missing one scene where the Dr. Frankenstein is holding the severed head. In these very extensive documentaries, there's a picture of that scene. It was filmed, but it cannot be found nowadays in anywhere because it was cut back in the day. But I am very glad that they incorporated the eyeball scene. Everybody who has seen the film remember that scene. And yeah, you can see that there's a very thick booklet and the comic book included. I have not started to read this film, this booklet yet, but I will do so, yes. And hey, I have to show you. This is, goddamn, we have six discs, 4 discs for the films in Blu-ray and 4K, and also we have 2 discs for the special features. And my god, they have a lot of special features in this. But hey, let's see the other side, because I think these are the best. These are absolutely best, these back sides of these covers. But I watched these all, and I gotta say that this is the best 75 euros I have ever spent. I mean, think about it. With the price of one of these, you could have like 8 of these or something. So that's a crazy thought. But
It is sad but true.
So this was my hammer collection. Hopefully you have been enjoying this video, although I didn't have my microphone on. Okay, I left it out, so I have been talking like 45 minutes at least, and just noticed that I didn't have my mic on. So hopefully this didn't affect your enjoyment of these movies. After all, these are great movies. Tell me in the comments, what did you think of my collection, and I thank you for watching this video too, and catch you in the next Video Talk video, hopefully this time with a microphone. Bye bye.